Hello, my name is Linda Fritz-Duenas. I'm Ava Faragoza's grandmother. She calls me Mimi. I'm 63 years of age. I was born in April 1961. Ava had asked if I could summarize my family history. My mom was born in Casablanca, Morocco in 1929. Her mom was born in Morocco at the time when the Spaniards had ruled the country. When my mom was born in Morocco, it was ruled by the French. So my father and his two older sisters went to an orphanage that my grandmother had arranged in Holland. I believe it was in Amsterdam. My father was 6 years of age. He grew up there. He worked in a chocolate factory. And he even told me that he was fired because the chocolates that he had to put in the chocolate boxes, he would pop one in his mouth all the time. So that was one of his jobs that he got fired at, which I think is funny. He was a Golden Glove boxer. He played the clarinet. He was a very gifted person. He only had a third grade education, but he was highly intelligent. He learned to goldsmith. He ended up joining the Zionist movement in 1947, moved to Israel, became an Israeli soldier. And he lived in the Negev, which is the desert. And from what I understand and what I was told, he, along with a lot of other soldiers, had helped to build the road from Jerusalem to Eilat, which is the southern tip of Israel. And after that, there were the kibbutzim and the moshavs. The kibbutzim are the communities of people that are single, and the moshavs are families that live together in communities. And they can specialize in farming and dairy. Different areas have even a date farm. So my mother, she ended up leaving from Marseille to Israel, and she was on a kibbutzim where they grew produce. And she ended up being at a post office, and my father saw her with her long black hair and thought she was absolutely gorgeous and fell smitten for her immediately. But even though they were not able to speak the same language, they had their friends communicate for them. And my father learned Hebrew. My mom was learning Hebrew, so she just knew a few words. They ended up getting married 3 months later and lived on a moshav. And there, my father learned how to run heavy equipment and take care of the livestock there and what have you. But when my grandmother and her, on my mom's side, maternal grandmother and grandfather, decided to go to Montreal when the doors of immigration were open, they went to Montreal, Canada, and my parents decided to move there. The weather was too cold. They decided they wanted to move to sunny California. They were familiar with Hollywood because of all the movies, and my mom learned how to speak English by watching a lot of American movies. My mother's native tongue was Arabic and French. En route from Canada to California, supposedly I was conceived in Oklahoma, and they saw a for rent sign in front of an apartment building in Hollywood. And an older woman came out asking if they needed any assistance or had any questions, and she could see that they were having some difficulty speaking English. But she understood their circumstances and saw two children, saw that my father only had like 25 or 50 cents in his pocket. And she was so kind that she opened up the apartment to them without having to pay anything at all. She went to the grocery store, she bought them groceries, got them all set, and even helped him to find a job. And his first job was being a truck driver moving furniture for Bassett Furniture Company. So he would deliver furniture.